Friends, I'm totally shocked. Did you see what just happened? I'm not a supporter of high-risk strategies, but I'm extremely fond of experiments. If you are subscribed to my channel, you have 100% read my posts about how proper distribution of your balance during trading is one of the keys to stable results. Even with a small starting amount, you can start paying for everyday expenses after a month, but unfortunately people want everything at once. Well, that's not what I'm talking about now. I funded my account with 20 as an experiment, and I want to have somewhere around 500, maybe 1000 at the end. If I lose it all, you'll see that too. So probably now the first trade is going to be made. I have a euro-dollar pair open, so the same pair I have opened on the pocket option platform, but only on the minute time frame. Here I have a candlestick type of chart, 1 minute, and of course I will enter using the all amount of my balance, because our goal is to maximize our deposit today, no matter how risky it will be. Of course, at the moment, this is a risky strategy in terms of risk management that you can think of, because literally you can lose everything just in one trade. But it's a very good way to try to make quick access to your balance. So today I'm going to use some cheat tools that will allow me to make much better and more confident trades. It's a free indicator on the TradingView platform or training on this, which you can also find on my channel. But that's not what I'm talking about right now. Now we're making the first trade, as the chart has encountered a resistance level. We can also visually draw it on the platform, and plus we have a candlestick pattern with a dodgy candle at the top. You can see how risky the trade is. We put 100% of our balance again. And continue trading on the downgrade, because here we have a reversal pattern. Here we have a dodgy candle, which has a small body like this, and a big shadow pointing upwards. Well, it also has a small shadow like this on the bottom. As you can see, on an older time frame equals 5 minutes, the picture looks like this. We have broken through some very important level, and now we have returned to the level to test it again. As a rule, after this we have an aggressive downward movement, but now for some reason we are going back to the level. Most likely this trade will close in the negative, and it will be very frustrating, because we could have increased our balance 8 times, but no. 10 seconds remain. Alright, I'm ready to replenish the balance again, so let's choose some cryptocurrency, let's say USDT in the network BP20, for example, 20. I will quickly pay an order and I will come back to you in 5 minutes. Our balance has 100 in 5 seconds. I open a new trade, again for the full amount. Look, we have a double top pattern here. I'm still on the euro-dollar pair. I really want to pick up this downside movement, and here we have a double top pattern, which leads to the fact that the chart descends down to the base of the formation of this top. This is where we have to come sooner or later. Look, this pattern, this is what it looks like. There are a lot of different examples, but in the picture it is ideal, of course, when it looks like this. So we have a very nice, very well rendered pattern, so let's wait to see how this one turns out. Okay, it looks better now, 100% again, and we are going to continue trading. So in 5 seconds we have already finished the second trade. In our second attempt we already have 70 on the balance, that's good, but keep in mind that the chart is not always tumbling down. There can be some corrections on the way of this downward movement, so if you want to make more confident trades, we will have to increase the time of the trade by about 2-3 minutes. So let's switch to the next chart. I have a goal not only to make money to myself, but also to share something interesting with you. And here we have a really interesting and unusual situation. We have another correction wave going on right now, and on this correction I think to go up for 3 minutes. Let's understand why I'm doing this and what this area is. Look, I have a special indicator I often write about it in my Telegram channel, so subscribe, or you will not regret, because you will get a lot of relevant modern information. We have an imbalance zone here. It looks like this. It is marked with a gray area. In fact, it is an untraded area, so there could be some chart movement here, but because of the fact that we just fell down to the next level by the one candlestick, we have a void left here, which needs something to fill. So the chart obviously tends to this area, plus we have a V-shaped reversal here, such as this happens quite rarely, but extremely neatly. A trade for 3 minutes, because we still have an older time frame. Here I remind you, I have a 5 minutes time frame, so for more confidence I open a long-term upside trade. I think we will either go up from this line at least, or right now after the completion of this correction. We have 10 seconds left to complete this trade. It closes beautifully, by the way, but I would not go up here. At least we should wait for some correction to this trend line and enter the trade up from here, or do not enter at all. You know, there is such a moment when after breaking through this level we can fall even lower. At least our goal is to update this minimum value and this minimum value. So let's switch to the platform's chart. Here of course the trade will be shorter, I think for a minute. We will look for some rollback upward movement and already open in more favorable points on the downside. Well, I think that here is a good entry point on a small correction. In general, we continue to move downward. I think it is absolutely pointless to trade against this trend. Guys, I feel that such trades are working out very good. Here is a long-term downward trend. I look at the older time frame. There is no horizontal level at all. Everything has been broken long ago. So the downward movement can continue for a very long time, despite the fact that RSI is already oversold and there are dots of at least some correction. But you see, these movements, so trading against this trend is not an option. Well, what can I say? So far we are very lucky. As you can see, 20 seconds remain until the end of the transaction. I think it is quite obvious here. It will close in the plus. And how much we will earn? I think about 400. But for a second it is already 20 times more than you and I started at the beginning. Yes, the first attempt literally immediately was unsuccessful. I do not hide it. I want very much to finish this amount at least to 1,000. So let's make the last trade. I don't know whether it will close in the plus or minus, but let's try. In any case, I will not lose 500, I will lose the same 40, so I am not worried much. I think we have more potential movement here, so we are waiting again. Let it be. My friends, I'm totally shocked. Did you see what just happened? I don't know how to call it. It was a very frustrating trade, but I'm not really upset. I'm actually more surprised about this situation, because if you had opened for a minute, we would have 100% got a very good result, but at least you know that we could have safely fixed 500 and finished with a good result. The question is when you are ready to stop, because all-in trading always carried huge risks, and you must understand it. That's why I always talk in my Telegram channel about deposit allocation and proper balance management. This is the only way you will be able to get long-term results in option trading.